And yet somehow it seems like brown people are the cause of the problem, which is ironic because you have a brown person who's saying it.
And I don't know why you've brought up race. Why is it important to you about the colour of the people?
Most of the immigrants we're talking about here, it's not important to me. Most of the people we're talking about will, if you... Sorry, do you always interrupt everybody mid-sentence?
Cost of living, tax, jobs, wages, home ownership, crime, and just about everything is on the rise, and the blame always somehow lands on what you call brown people. There's a current sustained attack, especially towards Muslims. We've seen the likes of Talk TV and GB News push out content on an almost daily basis targeting Muslims. This time, Tom Swarbrick attempts to defend the new A-level requirement, which requires all legal migrants applying for skilled labour work to complete an A-level requirement in the English language. Quite an interesting discussion. Let's take a look.
Just to take the A-level English requirement, given how many people actually study A-level English in the UK, that would eliminate about 80% of the population. It would eliminate Leanderson for one. How would you test it? And then you get to the point of, to degree standard. Well, how does that work? I actually know people who have degrees who don't speak English to the standard that they can write it. Now, it's farcical. None of it works. None of it makes any sense. It's performative cruelty. You were mentioning South African businessmen laughing at the UK, yeah? The rest of the world is actually laughing at the UK. It's so farcical, and this is a Labour government. You've got Shabana Mahmood sounding like a pound store version of Nigel Farage, who is a pound store fascist. It's weird. There's something wrong with the country.
The reason for doing this in part is, they say, because those who arrived under the quotes Boris wave will shortly be able to claim indefinite leave to remain, and it would be an expectation that they'd be granted it unless something very bad had happened in the intervening years, and therefore they would be able to access the benefit system. And given the fact that the majority of those people came in and are doing low paid jobs, then maybe the benefit system costs would increase.
Well, can we come back to the English A-level point?
I mean,
because,
you can. I think
most of the country doesn't actually speak English to A-level standard.
I have to say, I'm afraid I don't buy that. I'm afraid I don't buy that.
You don't buy it. You should probably leave London then. I mean, seriously, walk around the streets, man. Speak to people. Most people do not qualify under this criteria, whatever it is, no matter how you try and test it.
Who are you talking about? Are you talking about people who are born in this country who don't speak English?
I'm talking about the fact that you're creating a criteria for immigrants who you desperately need, which is higher than the standard of the actual native people who were born there.
But a lot of people, Graham, Graham, would argue that that's fair, because whether you like it or not, the person that you're walking past in central London who was also born here, who perhaps hasn't had the best of educations or skipped it or whatever, who doesn't know what a subordinate clause is, that they're not going to, they don't have anywhere else to go. This is home.
And the point is that your country desperately needs workers. You have the so-called low-skilled jobs,
Yes.
Which is one of the main targets of this policy, this travesty of a policy. Unfortunately, you need people to come in and do those jobs, because people in the country either don't want to, or for whatever reason, you've got a massive crisis. Yes, immigration is good. Anybody who says otherwise is missing the point. Graham, your pension won't be paid for. It's that simple.
It is good, but it's not an unqualified, untrammelled good.
Nobody says it needs to be untrammelled, unlimited, or anything else. What we're actually saying here is that if you want to do it properly, don't invent rules like this. It
has felt rather unlimited over the last few years because the increase has been so dramatic.
Yeah. What's the increase, Tom? Net migration was 425,000 in last year, 2024.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost a million in 2022.
No, net migration in 2024 was 425,000. Okay, and 40,000 people came in on small boats, and yet somehow it seems like brown people are the cause of the problem, which is ironic because you have a brown person who's saying it.
It's so interesting, Graham. You are the first person in a discussion about this to bring up race, and I don't know why you've brought up race. Why is it important to you about the colour of the people?
Most of the immigrants we're talking about here, it's not important to me. Most of the people we're talking about will, if you Sorry, do you always interrupt everybody mid-sentence? The reason I mention it is because most of the people you are talking about will not be white.
Yes, and the reason that is consequential is...
Tom, please stop being so seriously. Are you pretending to be this obtuse?
No,
you've got a massive racism problem in the country. Massive racism problem.
So the non-white Home Secretary who announces this.
Dear, let's go there, shall we? Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Graham, you raised it, pal.
Seriously,
you're the one that started bringing race into it. Why did you bring race into it?
Shabana Mahmood said things which are performative cruelty. That's what they are.
They may well be cruel. But you saying that they're cruel...
There you go, we've admitted it.
Hang on, they may well be, but you're saying they're cruel on
I'm not saying they're cruel on the basis of race.
Do you always interrupt people mid-sentence?
Yes, I do.
Are you being
in this case, I do, because she's chasing the Farage vote. She's chasing the Reform vote. And the Reform voters will vote for Reform. They won't vote for her. They won't vote for Keir. It's a lost cause.